George Bush and I actually agree on accountability in education.
The Gore plan begins with accountability.
We need smaller classes and better trained teachers.
100,000 more teachers to lower class size, increase discipline and learning.
We need help for middle-class families to pay college tuition by making it tax deductible.
A $10,000 deduction every year for college tuition.
We are making education the number one priority.
Education begins with us, not with government. Parents simply have to get involved and take responsibility to make sure that their children study and learn. But government has to take responsibility for what it can do. Fix failing schools, reduce the class size, set high standards for students and for teachers. We're in an information age. We have a responsibility to make sure that our schools are the very best in the entire world.
In this election, the environment itself is on the ballot, and there's a big difference between us. I'll never put polluters in charge of our environmental laws. I've worked for 24 years to protect our air and water and hold polluters accountable. And I believe if we act now, we can reverse the tide of global warming. I hear some people say, you know, this election doesn't really matter. It does matter. Our air and water are at stake, and I need your help to protect them. This is one of America's most precious resources, part of our heritage, where generations of families have made their living and built their memories. We need to protect our oceans and beaches, and if elected president, I'll do that. I'll not only continue the moratorium on new ocean drilling off California's coast and Florida's, but I'll move to stop drilling in those areas already leased by previous administrations. To be good stewards of our earth, we must create a future worthy of our children.
If your doctor says you need a particular specialist or some treatment, if you've got an HMO or an insurance company, a lot of times some bean counter behind a computer terminal who doesn't have a license to practice medicine and doesn't have a right to play God will overrule the doctor's orders. I'm telling you, we need a patient's bill of rights to take the medical decisions away from the HMOs and insurance companies and give them back to the doctors and the nurses.